Good morning and welcome back to Marwell Manor Farm. So as you just saw, we made a little bit of income from our greenhouses overnight. So just coming up from 7:20 in the morning. And yeah, time to get on, lots to do. I did clean out the animals last night. How are they doing? Oof, already, yep, dropped. But they might have to wait for now. Ooh, look at our horses. 12,000 each, except for poor little Nemo. But he's recovering, he's catching up. That's not bad, actually. Right, outside lights are on. Find the right, this bit. Has it gone off yet? No. Yeah, the trigger on this one seems a little bit hit and miss. Gate's open though. Might be easier if I just put the help window on. Presumably at some point I might have to leave that one on despite the sign that says, I wonder if it's... I've just reloaded the game and I wonder if that's why. Let's just nip over here and see if this one works. Yeah, I had left all the ones inside on as well. Turn off light, so that one's okay. Anyway. Okie dokie. Right, actually, let's go switch off the lights. They're quite nice, these new lights, actually. And it's nice that there are some inside. But yeah, that one at the end, trigger just seems to be a little bit on the dodgy side. Yeah. I'll need to come and do that at some point. Go try that one again and we'll see. One more go, then I'll give up. Don't want to waste electricity. You know. I wonder if it's because it's near the gate. It's funny because it's switched off, right? Ah! There it was. Yeah, slightly odd trigger. Right, yeah, so lots to do today, so we better get cracking. So we'll start off, get the mowers. Actually, I'm assuming, I take that off now. I'm assuming that we are, yep, so field 15, all 3 crops are now ready to harvest, and I'm assuming therefore also that means that the grass on field 19 is also, oh yes, very much ready to harvest. Take the grass back off because it does mess up the map. So, yeah, we'll get a work on field 19. And then I think what we'll do is, maybe we'll just, I guess there's no rush to start that harvest. Actually, you know what I could do? Because at this point in time, I actually don't have anywhere to put the straw. The sugar beet. Because the barn where I was going to store it has currently got straw in it. So maybe what I do is empty that barn. It might be a bit tricky. Come back and do this bit later on. Everything in all looks okay. I did top up the greenhouses as well last night. So yeah, so the what we earned from the greenhouses nearly covered us for our additional leasing costs overnight. So yeah, so just bringing up speed, as I said at the end of the last episode, I did finish off. I'm just going to. I did finish off the those 2 contracts on 2 and 3, so the fertilising contracts, finished off the seeding on field 1. So that brought us in a nice little bit of money, so we're actually pretty healthy, 134,000 actually. Quite pleased with that. and I've already taken out another, there's a fertilising contract now on field 1, which I've taken out. I'm going to do it using my own equipment though, so I suppose we could actually do that next, couldn't we, while we're waiting for the worker to mow this grass. I'm just going to leave him to that, see how he gets on. Should we do that? It wouldn't take very long. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do that next, and then we'll see where things are. We've got a bit of time. There's no rush to harvest our field. It's only on its very first ready to harvest stage, so we've got 3 phases of that left yet. So yeah, so I'll nip back. We'll get the John Deere and the sprayer, and we'll go do field 1. Right, so we'll get this done. I did R about doing it the way I did it last time, because the vehicle available was the, I forget what it's called, you know, the big sprayer. That's it, the Rubicon, the Hardy Rubicon. But I did use that last time I sprayed this field, so thought I'll earn a little bit extra money and use my own kit. Oh, so I need to put some fuel in the John Deere as well. And actually need to think about starting to get field 1 resown. I'm going to put canola in it this time, so not field 1, what am I talking about? Field 18. I'm going to put canola in it this time, so I can use the direct drill seeder, which will save us a job. I'm just trying to think about logistics. If I'm going to have a worker doing, then I could afford another tractor. Yeah, I'm going to have a worker doing the mowing up on field 19. I'll need something to haul the trailer from the harvester. I'll need something to do the sugar beet harvest. Yeah, I haven't got enough tractors. That's a shame. I could get a loan, I suppose, or just try and manage it logistically. Our tractor wasn't something I really wanted to get, but we are going to have quite a busy day. That said, the harvest, I mean, I suppose actually no, I should be alright. Maybe I'll get, I wonder if I can manage with a Massey to do all the grass work. We'll have a look in a minute. I'm thinking about buying a bigger windrower, just to speed up that process. And then of course I'll need to windrow bale, and then if you've guessed from what I'm thinking will be the title of the video, then I might need to use some new equipment. Yeah, don't know if the Massey will be able to manage all of that, but it would be nice to get field 18 reseeded, just to you know, keep the fields turning over. They're not making us money if they're sat there not doing anything. So yeah, I might try that. We'll see if we can manage to adjust the Massey, because then if I get that seeded this morning, on the other hand, actually I could get that seeded this afternoon and use the Massey for hauling the trailer back and forth. That could work. But it would be nice to get it reseeded, because it will get growing faster, you know. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I will finish this off, and then we'll see where things are. We'll make a call on what we're going to do next. So much to do in so little time. I'll catch you in a bit. Right, so we're just heading up to the store. Our worker's nearly finished mowing on field 19. I've done a few jobs while I've been waiting, so I did a fertiliser contract on these 2 fields, as well as the one on field 1. So we've earned a little bit more money. I have also bought some more fertiliser and seed since. I've filled up the seeder, ready to get started on field 18 when we get the chance. And I've brought the plough and our windrower up to the store, because we need some money. The plough I've been thinking about selling anyway, and I wasn't going to do it yet, but I do need the money, so I thought I might as well sell it today, and then I'll buy the new one. Hopefully by then I'll have sold some crops and have a little bit more money. Yeah, we need to make a bit of investment today in getting things done efficiently and effectively. So, looking at the prices of everything, I needed to sell more stuff, and I thought about not replacing the windrower, but having seen how much grass we've got to do, it kind of made sense. So, it's nothing like a spending spree at 8:24 in the morning. Parrot first. 25,000. That's not too bad. Okay. So the first thing we will need is a windrower. And I'm going to get this fella Joris, the mod that came out relatively recently in the last few weeks. It's very expensive compared to the hibiscus, and in actual fact it's slightly narrower. Yeah, very slightly narrower. And I love the hibiscus. It's a great windrower. Eventually I will get the Merge Max because it's amazing. But for right now, we're going to go nuts and we're going to buy this because it's just awesome. Okay. And then the next thing we will need after that is the baler that I've been talking about buying for ages. I've leased it twice now, so I think now is a good time to buy it. And I'm still going to need a loan to get everything else. Luckily the price for soybean is going back up again. And I may as well get it now because I just can't wait. We will get the Pro Bale collector just because it looks cool. Just about got enough money for this. I'll have to get a loan for the other one. Zoom in a bit, see the tyres. Michelin's. I do like the deep indentations on the trelleborgs. And then, as if you haven't guessed already, we're going to get rid of these. How much money do I need? 30,000. I've only got 5 grand. So, go in here, go see the bank manager. Hello, Mr. Bank Manager. Thank you very much. I'm kind of expecting by the end of the day I will probably have made that back, so we shouldn't get hit with any loans. And if I haven't, then this has all gone horribly wrong. But it'll still be worth it. Right, let's see. Foil colour. I do like the traditional black. There we go. Right, let's get some of this kit back. Did I just see a thing saying the help is completed? That was good timing. Because that means we can drop off the mowers. Get the windrower started. I can leave the windrower running and I'll come back and get the baler with the Massey. I am denied about getting the seeder started, but you know what? This will be a much more efficient process if I've got, to start with at least, if I've got both tractors. So. This is a great windrower. I know it's not much different to the hibiscus, it's ever so slightly narrower, but it's got a slightly different design to it. It just looks really good. And the hibiscus is great. I'm kind of expecting I'll really like this too. Right, so let's see how this looks. Fold it out. Oh, look at the wheels come out. That's quite cool. Right, so the wheels come up to let it fold down. Oh, very nice. It's like some weird insect. Right. Because of the way I've mown the field, it's a bit of an odd place to try and figure out where to start a windrow, but I figured if I came up that way, I can come up and start baling that way too. So I'm going to do a little bit of this just because I want to see it in action. That's fine, I had loaded it, okay. And then we'll go get the baler. So yeah, the work is finished. that is producing some swath, which is great because look how much more field we've got to do. Quite surprised how close the worker got to the hedge. That's good. Maximising our grass. There we go. Oh, I like that. I will get the Merge Max at some point. I love the Merge Max. I know it's got a slightly narrower working width than these ones do, but it's a brilliant piece of kit. But then eventually, to make this the most efficient process it can be, I'll probably get the Chrome Big M, because that's a great piece of kit as well. Right, and do along this bottom edge here. But I might just go around the edge, to be honest. Don't fancy our chances too much of a worker making a very good job of the edges of this field, giving it shape. Still quite dark for 8:30 in the morning. This is making very easy work of getting around the edge of here, just because of its width. Right, put a light on. Make sure we don't miss any. Quite impressed that we managed to buy all that stuff with only a £30,000 loan. That's not bad at all. Gonna miss bits. I'll bale along that edge. Yeah, all the contracting's definitely paying off, that's for sure. And as I said, the price for soybean is going back up, so I'm hoping that will hit. Or we're going to miss a bit. I'll have to go around the edge with the baler. Yeah, I'm hoping that will hit a good price again, closer towards that sort of 3,000 per 1,000 litre mark. Is that hay? Yeah, it is. Missed from the last time. Right, I'm going to leave that edge bit, that corner bit, separately. I wasn't going to mow beyond my tracks that I started creating, but I thought, well, I can do up to the where the trees are. May as well make the use of the grass now. Then where's the right point to come back? There. Right, let's see how a worker does. I'm going to jump out and stop him, sorry. Leave him to it. We better go get the baler. Right. So I did stop off on the way. I've refueled the Massey and also repaired it. I noticed it was getting a bit low. I thought we got a lot of work to do, so best have it in tip-top condition. Wowzers, this is a lot of grass. And I cannot believe how much the workers managed to get done in the meantime. He is going at some lick actually. Yeah, he's doing well. It's got good speed, that thing. In fact, he's actually managed to windrow the rest of it all in. So I'm going to go back and start from the end. Actually, I suppose I may as well start from the end of this line. Do it that way. Because he managed to combine it. I hope this tractor and this baler actually are going to cope with this, because this is a heck of a big swath. I was only an-ahhing about going over to square bales at some point, but given the equipment that's just come out, I'm going to stick with round. You know, because I mean the baling process, of course, is a lot easier with square bales. Whoopsie, that didn't work, did it? But of course, it was also the moving and stacking is a lot easier with. Was a lot easier. I'm just going to drive through the hedge. Was a lot easier with square bales. But thanks to the Anderson DLC, that is no more. So we're going to have a bit of fun with that today. I'm looking forward to it. Oh. Oh, I'll raise the pickup. That's the wrong button. Mind you, you've seen me do loads of baling before, so there may not be an awful lot of point in you sitting watching me do bale after bale after bale. It's going to take me a little while. Well, sorry about that. As if you recall, I had that a few episodes ago. Did it just... Yeah, I don't know what it is. Something happens, the controller disconnects, I lose microphone, also therefore obviously means I lose control of the game. It's very strange. Anyway, after that slight technical glitch. But yeah, so as I was saying, you've seen me do plenty of round bales before, so I'll carry on with this. We'll let the worker carry on with the windrow, and he's doing a pretty reasonable job. That looks like he might have missed a bit, but never mind. Why are we not? Oh, didn't unload the bale. That's very odd. Anyway, yeah, so I'll carry on with this, and we'll leave the worker windrow in, and I'll catch up with you in a little bit. Doesn't look like 24 bales is going to take all that long to do. Oh, look at the magic plants appearing. That's very funny. Right, so here we go. The worker had finished doing the bit he'd done, so I've swapped tractors around. I've brought over this, the Anderson, I'll remind me, RBM Pro 2000. This is the big one, the one that takes wrapped bales. Not that actually it'll need to take wrapped bales, but we'll see in a moment. Now then, I'm guessing it's square operating position. Yep, L1 and square. And let's see how this goes. So I've also been over and I brought the extractor across, so that we've got that here ready, and I've put the bale spike on the Massey Ferguson and the rear weight, and we have now 25 bales already. So I think it's fair to say, given how little we've done, because we've done basically about 2.5 rows, or it's about 2 whole rows, I guess, of swath. Yeah, it's fair to say we're going to get a few bales off this field, which is good, because actually hopefully it means that this equipment will pay for itself in a day, which will be kind of cool. I do love this trailer. If you've not watched, I have put a tweet, actually, I think I tweeted it, of a video of the real thing of this in action, somewhere in Scotland, I think it was, and it's an amazing piece of equipment. And now that we don't get the animation of it in the game, but actually this grab arm actually can rotate, so it can pick up a bale, so technically it should be rolling over and grabbing bale from underneath and on the top. It actually rotates and can pick up a bale, can detect and pick up a bale in any orientation. It's a very impressive piece of kit. And just, well, for us to be able to take 24 round bales on one trailer is just amazing. Kind of fun. It's a shame it's not a tilt table and stacks them up, but to be honest, I don't think it'd be a very stable stack. And I've already identified the right place on the farm to store them, so that's not a problem. And it is doing a lovely job of stacking those bales. So I was amazed actually how quickly you can bale with round bales. I mean, I know you have to stop and unload them, but if you've got a good thick swath, it really doesn't take any time at all. It's still only just 9 o'clock in the morning. The field's been mown, most of it windrowed, and the first 25 bales created. It's a reasonably quick action as well. I mean, that's 13 done already, so we're over halfway. Just going to drive through the hedge a little bit. Sorry, hedge. That odd one there, I'm going to the last one I put, because I've got 25, not 24. I'm going to leave that one there, or skip that, and then, whoops, sorry, that'll be the next one that we'll do. Yeah, I figured I'd better swap tracks over this. I don't think, I'm sure the Massey Ferguson can pull it. I'm sure it's got enough power to operate the hydraulics. I'm pretty sure by the time it was full, it would struggle. This is a fantastic piece of equipment. I am loving this. One more and then it'll push the bales back. I love the way that on both of these, that the arm, the way that the arm extends to put that top bale on. It does it on the other one as well, the RBM 2000. It's just the Pro has this sort of alterable arm, and I think it's also supposed to be the one that's best for wrap bales, which is actually why I've got it, because I will, you know, these bales are not destined for the cows. These bales are destined for the biogas plant, which we will need to buy actually as well. So we've left a little bit of money left over. Last 3 bales. That was an incredibly efficient operation. "24 grass bales, look at that. Right, so put that back to transport position. Oh, that very neatly just sits on those last couple of bales. That's brilliant. Okay, so I need to think about this. So actually what I probably want to start with actually is to move the Massey out of the way, and let's unload the bales. I haven't unloaded one of these before. I hope this doesn't go horribly wrong. Not that Masseys would take it all over the place, but it'd be a bit annoying if it did. Right. Didn't do safe stop, sorry. Okay. So that's going to move backwards, so we kind of want to keep feeding it. So let's see. We will put these quite a way up here actually. Now then, L1 and triangle unload. Let's see what happens. And I love the way that that sort of main axle support just pivots like that to push that up. Right, and then do that. Loosens them off. Do I have to drive forward or does it do it for us? Oh, it does it for us. Oh, of course it does. It pushes them back with that plate, doesn't it? That really lovely laser cut. Oof. That is very cool. Oh, and oh, of course it has that little arm, doesn't it? Yeah, that laser cut A symbol, just amazing. Right. Operation 1 complete. Let's just park this over here out of the way. I'll just fold up nicely. Oh, I like that. Right. Now then, this one, I'm afraid I'm going to just very quickly unfold bale wrapper. Which basically does... Oh, it folds away the towing thing at the front. Okay. Fold bale wrapper, start engine. And I think that's it. So we come out. I have been looking forward to this for a very long time. So, we were missing packs of grass. Once I've done the whole field, I'll go over with the windrower again just to try and pick up what we missed. Got to put the rear weight on. Right in the middle. It's actually got quite a lot of tolerance. I've seen other people using it. It's pretty easy going. Beautiful. Right. Well, because that's all it does for the first one. So let's grab the next one. I'll take the next top one if I can reach it without disturbing the stack. Because this is, I think, going to be a lot quicker than individually wrapping. I think. We will see. Either way, it's a lot more fun. Just lower that down, pull it back. Got that back stop thing that will nicely stop it. There we go. Whoops, see, oof, that was close. No, stuck. Nice. So it seems it's best not to get them too low. There we go. Right. Should just be enough. It's starting to come off the end of it. Right, well I'm not going to make you sit and watch me stack all 24 in real time, so I think maybe a time lapse is called for here. So as the jet flies overhead, you'll see it's now 10 to 12 and I've been busy. So here's that first stack that you saw. First sausage. Yeah, I don't know what else you call it. Yeah, tube, whatever. A silage bale. So there's 24. That was the first 24 bales I collected. Those are the ones that I showed in the time lapse. And I thought I'd get a few more done. So this is this is now a length of 48 bales. This is 2 lots of collected bales. That's pretty cool. I thought 48 was probably enough to close off the tube. So that's done, and there's another 24 bales stacked over here ready to go. So yes, that's quite a few. What's that? It's 96 bales. There's a few more bales dotted around, and I have now maxed out my bale count. I am at 250 bales. So I had to start baling. So, which logically means we are at the next stage of the process, and it's time to sell some so that I can create some more. So if you've not seen this yet, I think I'm going to guess what button I need to press. You come up to the tube and you unwrap them. I'm not sure with which button, actually, interestingly, or whether it needs. Oh, I was hoping I'd be able to do it without putting the menu on. Let's see. Cut open bale, L3. There you go. One slightly fuzzy looking silage bale. That looks brilliant. Fair play. We actually have bales. That's very cool, and it even recognizes it, changes it from one object to another, because if you have with the menu on, if you look up in the top corner, it says object too heavy. As I press the L3 button, that blinks on and off, so it instantaneously takes away a wrapped bale, replaces it with a silage bale. That is very, very cool. So we've got 24 here. I've got the John Deere, and whoa, we're starting to get a bit of movement. That's a bit, I suppose, because yeah, the extractor had a habit of slightly moving while I was creating the bale, so I did have to keep sort of nudging it back into a reasonable line. I guess as you take the, just turn the menu off, as you take the sort of stress off the wrapping, that the bales will just sort of naturally fall into a position. So 24 silage bales. This is very cool. I'm hoping this works. So I've put, well, I've changed them on the way. I put the pallet forks on the front. This is the modded pallet fork. So we'll change it to a bale fork on the way over. We'll stop at the store, change it to a bale fork, and take it from there. There we go. One silage bale on the RBM Pro 2000, unwrapped. Brilliant. I'm assuming they do sell at the biogas plant. This would be a real bad thing if they don't, but we'll see. Fingers crossed. It's going to be a slightly longer video, but I do want to show this sort of process. I suppose you don't really need to see me stacking all the bales. At the end of the day, I'm just stacking bales. It's just quite cool up there. It's not easy getting it just right. You could take the bale without disturbing the next ones in line, but it's okay. That's just brilliant. I actually really like the look of these bales. I have no idea if that's what they really look like, but it's, and other people mention this as well, but it's also great that actually now you can, you know, by generating bales like this. By the way, I think other people have tested it. If you wrap up an individual bale like normal, you can't unwrap it. This only applies to bales that are created using the extractors in these tubes that you can then unwrap them. Because of course you do, to do anything with them, you have to unwrap them. Otherwise, it'd just be a long tube, and what would you do with it? But yeah, so it does mean if you create them like this, you can, you know, put them in your food mixers or in your food troughs without you know, without the plastic, which is, yeah, again, more realistic, you know. So that's actually a really good thing. Maybe they'll, now they've done this, maybe they'll change the base game at some point so that you can unwrap any wrapped silage bale. That would be quite cool. Anyway, I'll get these picked up and I'll start heading over to the store and then on to the biogas plant, and I will see you there, shortly. Right, so 24 bales loaded, and here we are up at the store. I did just pass fields 2 and 3, which reminded me actually also, nice thing is soybean prices are on the rise, and now at Rainbow Ridge 2553, is that? Yeah, so that's good. I'll keep a close eye on that. The pallet forks. Come back for a minute. Right. Customize. Design. Oop, no. Pallet fork, bale forks more. I know for a large, I'm assuming that I'm going to need to manually put all these in. Costs 150. Once I've done it, it's done. I'll keep it massive focus in red for now. Right, and on to the biogas plant. Like as I was loading the bales, you get this little sort of puff of dust come out of the bales as you pick them up, which is quite cool. Put the hazards on. Oof, that was close. I was worried that arm was going to catch on that wall. That would have wrecked my new trailer very quickly. Only had it a few hours. Ooh, truck. Wait for the mixer to go past. Quick nip along to well, the animal place and the biogas place and the stores are, and all this. That's the horses, right? No, that's the horses, not that one. Yeah, quick nip along here. And of course the next thing we need to do, which I haven't done yet, and I've just got enough money left from my loan that I took out this morning, is to buy the biogas plant, which luckily on here is a very reasonable £11,000, euros or dollars, pounds here, for us. Where's the thing? Oh, there it is, yeah, okay. So, before I proceed, let's go on the map, look at lands, there it is. We need to buy this bit here, which covers all of this stuff. Oof, just buy it. Lots more green on the map. Okay. What I'll do, they're not all going to fit in it. I'm assuming it's not going to fit. If I unload them into here, is the arm going to get in the way? Am I going to struggle? I'm going to load them into here like this. Because it will push, mind you, it will push them backwards anyway, so it will push them into that space. So that should be about right. Have I got enough room for that arm to go down? Yes, I do. So let's see. Go for it to tip. Great thing that pivots. It's so cool. Push them back. Goodness me, it's actually pushing the tractor forwards. And as I suspected, it's not going to sell them, which I wasn't expecting to. You normally have to put bales in. I've never tried doing this. So it'll be interesting because I know there's a sort of a trigger point at which you just have to get it just right. So this will be interesting. So I thought I'd buy the double bale, I'd get the double bale fork A, because I've already got a single one, oh no, wrong one, sorry. Put that down. That's what I wanted. Right. I didn't bring a weight. We've got the wheel weights on. I'm hoping we won't need it. It's quite a heavy tractor, this. And the massey needs weights when it's doing bales, but this shouldn't. So, fingers crossed. Of course I was thinking this would cover me and I wouldn't have to pay any interest on my loan. But of course, it's biogas plant. You don't get paid till the end of the day. Oh well. Never mind. Gone in. Woohoo! You can see it crunching, munching through it in the digester. Brilliant. Love it. I am not going to make you sit and watch me do this. It's quite a long episode already, but I will do a few. But this is quite fun. I want to try double one next and see if that works. Obviously doing this manually is going to take a bit of time. Actually, it's not too bad. Yeah, it's the first time I've tried this. Either wrapped or unwrapped bales on 19. I haven't done bales at the biogas plant yet, so it's not good to. No, I didn't quite pick up that last one, so I've done them at an angle. I'll have to hit them a little bit more square on, but as they get further away, that'll be easier to do, so it's all good. It won't go away. It's climbing back up the bales pipe. There we go, that'll do. And it's not a quick process by any stretch. I mean, by the time I've done this for, wow, I can't remember now. I did calculate how many I've done. I'm up at around, is it 118 bales that I'm going to silage? It's a lot. So yeah, by the time I've done this for 118 silage bales, I will be a little bit bored of doing it. I'm not expecting I'll do more than one day. Apart from else, it's the middle of the day and I've got field 15 to harvest as well. So it's fine, but you know, I'll get most of the wrapping done today. Most of the wrapping's already done, bulk's finished. I just need to sell some of these so that I've got the ability to create the rest of them. And I'll try and get the others wrapped at least. Then I'll just leave them on the field. Slight snag that I can't fertilise it until that's done. But I might figure out a slightly different way to water intake these. There we go. So how much is that now we've got in there? Avoiding the spikes. 20,000, okay. So actually the digester's nearly at max. It only goes up to, is it 50,000 I think? And then you have to leave it for a bit. So that's fine. So what I may as well do is once I've put 50,000 worth in, get back up to the farm, create some more bales, wait for the digester to go down. And, you know, because that'll then be half the lot. I'll then by the time it's empty again, do the other half. And that'll be it. You know, that'll be the first lot done. Let's see, so should the price appear now? Biogas plant, yeah. Should be. So 600 per 1,000 litres, each bale is 4,000 litres. So that's 2,400 per bale. Oh, 24 bales, you have to be good at maths to do that, and it's roughly 2,500 per bale, isn't it? So it's 96,000. Right? No. Alright? Yes. It's roughly 96,000 for this 24. So that's cool. I don't have to sell them all today. You know, I might get lucky. That soybean price might hit a good price today. I'll sell that. And then that will actually make up for the fact that I've got that loan. And then yeah, we'll need to figure out what we do with the money. There's plenty of equipment I want to buy. Go on, you know, you want to. There we go. Yeah, plenty of equipment I want to buy. Quite like some more fields. think fields 2 and 3 would make most sense next. Do smaller fields. You know, relatively quick to work. Good for small amounts of crops, good for crops feeding the animals. You know, so I like to do what I've done on field 15 this time. So multiple crops. But yeah. Anyway, I must stop rushing on. I dare say we're well over our quota for the end of an episode. I will, as I said, I'll get these first 12 in to the digester, leave that running, go bale some more, maybe wrap some more as well, come back down, sell these, and I shall see you in the next video, which I dare say will be harvesting field 15. Seems the next task to be done. So I hope you've enjoyed this little play about with the Anderson DLC. I've loved it. I think it's a great pack. I'm actually really pleased with it. It's just a little bit different way of doing things. It's good. And but yeah, if you did, likes and subscriptions always appreciated. That would be great. Keen to try and build up the channel a little bit. It sort of had a burst for a while, then it stalled again. So yeah, I would love some likes and subscriptions. That'd be very much appreciated. You know, hit the thumbs up. If you do subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell button, the bell icon, so that you get notifications when I upload new videos. And yeah, otherwise, I look forward to welcoming you back to Marwell Manor Farm very soon. Bye bye for now.